for me. Let's get it over with, okay? Much better life. Much better life. Under Kamala, it will be massive inflation, massive layoffs, massive tax hikes, and massive misery and depression. Kamala Harris will kill the American dream. That's what she's doing. And for your children, they don't have a dream with these people. These people, look, she's a Marxist. A lot of people don't know what a Marxist is. So let's put it simply, she's a communist. We're not going to have a communist leading our country. She's a communist. She's also known as the taxing queen. She loves taxes. This is the first time I've ever seen, I've been doing this stuff a long time, only for a short time on this side, but I became president. But I've been doing it for a long time. On the other side, writing checks and so I can contribute to guys like Senator John Cornyn of Texas and all. But I've never seen ever, all these great politicians are over here, where somebody's campaigning on massive tax hikes. She's campaigning, we will raise your taxes. And some people, they're not the smartest people, but they go, oh, thank you very much. I've never seen it. I've always heard politicians say, we will cut your taxes. Sometimes they don't mean it, but they say it. But these people openly say that they're going to raise your taxes. Well, let's give her credit for one thing. It's probably the only thing she's honest about. She's going to raise your taxes at levels never seen before, and she's going to drive out all the jobs in the country that I created. Her plan will raise taxes for the typical American family by at least $3,000 a year. Watch this tax video. You have to watch this.
Joe Biden and I are about to get rid of that tax bill.
Calling for a full repeal of President Trump's tax cuts.
If Kamala Harris was elected president, there are many different tax policies which could cripple the economy. But the first thing she wants to do is allow these Trump tax cuts to expire.
Even the New York Times admits that 85% of the middle class got a tax cut.
Americans will face a hike. The Tax Foundation finding that a couple with 2 kids making $165,000 a year would have to pay over $2,400 more in taxes.
And on day one, I will repeal that tax bill. Joe Biden and I are about to work to get rid of that tax cut. Joe and I are about to get rid of that tax bill. Joe Biden and I are about to get rid of that tax cut.
Everything from a 70 to 80% tax rate.
I think that's fantastic. We've got to increase the corporate tax rate. Part of that is going to be about repealing that tax bill that they just passed. And also looking at estate taxes are going to have to go up. We will tax capital gains. But we're going to have to raise corporate taxes.
Taxing unrealized gains just doesn't seem fair in any sense of the word.
When the value of your home goes up, you pay higher taxes even if you don't sell your home.
Your value of your home never moves the way the stock moves to say, we're going to tax what you don't have. That's a sore point, and it's a big deal. Is that something you think she firmly believes in?
I think it's part of the proposals of the campaign.
Under my plan, there will also be a carbon fee. There has to be some connection between the fee and bad behaviors, and there has to be, and that we have to monitor whether it's going to be passed on to consumers. But I'm going to tell you that should never be the reason not to actually put a fee, and in particular, carbon fee.
Kamala Harris is going to significantly raise taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up.
Kamala's plan will raise families' taxes by nearly $2,600 a year. Under Kamala, prices have already soared. Now she'd make it worse with even higher taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up.
President Trump will cut taxes again. No taxes on tips, overtime, or Social Security.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message. So she's looking to increase your taxes, the biggest economic disaster it will be in American history. I will deliver, and I'll tell you what, we're gonna show you some things pretty soon that are going to be amazing. What we've done compared to what they've done, we've had the most successful presidency ever. They had a disaster. They've had a disaster. The biggest inflation ever. We talk about the senior citizens. The only reason I did that for the senior citizens is they've been devastated. It's been taken away from them. Everything's been taken away because of their inflation. So I'll deliver the biggest economic boom in American history. It's going to be the biggest. Take a quick look. You see what that says? But let's get back to business, because who the hell cares what it says? Look at that. I love the unrealized capital gain. In other words, it's an unrealized gain, but they're going to tax it anyway. That's a beauty. That'll be the first in history. And in Detroit yesterday, we had a great day in Detroit because we announced we're bringing the car industry back at levels never seen before. And we're going to make interest on car loans fully tax deductible, because affording a car is essential to restoring the American dream. We're going to restore the American dream, to bring jobs and factories and wealth racing back to the United States. We will have a 15% made in America corporate tax rate, cutting the tax from 21 to 15, but only for those who make their product. Remember this. I'm the one that got it down from almost 40% to 21. Everyone said that was impossible. That led to a job boom, the biggest boom we've ever had in this country, and the numbers were great. Now, but it was better than competitive. It was good, but it wasn't the best. Now I'm bringing it down to 15, but only if you manufacture, if you make your product in the U.S. How good is that? Right, Michael? You have to make it here. You know, I had one of the top Wall Street guys call me. They said, who the hell gave you that idea? How simple is that? You've never heard anything like, if you make your product here, you get a lower tax. You don't hear it. It seems so simple, like the paperclip. Some guy made the paperclip a long time ago, and everybody looked and said, why the hell didn't I think of that, right? And for those who don't make their product in America, they'll be forced to pay a stiff tariff for the privilege of competing with our cherished companies that we are going to protect, because they're stealing our jobs, our treasure, our wealth, and we will take in hundreds of billions of dollars to benefit American citizens and pay. We are going to pay off debt. We're going to reduce your taxes still further. As an individual, we're going to reduce them, and we will be at a level of prosperity. It's called growth, that we haven't seen in 60 years. You're going to have a 1929-style depression. And remember, you know the hat, it says Trump was right about everything. I really was right about it. I was right about it. You're going to have a 1929-style, not recession, depression. My pro-American trade policies are one of the major reasons why I've been overwhelmingly endorsed by the rank-and-file membership of the Teamsters, including 60% of the Teamster members in Nevada. Can you believe that, huh? Where are the Teamsters? Do we have any Teamsters? Are you guys? Where are the Teamsters? Thank you. They're good people. Traditionally, they go Democrat, but we got all over the nation, they endorse Trump, along with the police, along with the firefighters, along with everybody. Along with anybody that's sane. We got, don't forget, we're the party of common sense. We really are. You need a wall. You need good elections. You need a fair press. You need a lot of good things. You need a lot of good things, and we're going to have very good things. And you don't need criminals coming into your country either, by the way.